Hi guys, it's Hadar from Miss Kindergarten, and today I'm going to share a tutorial on how to watermark your pictures so that when you post them on your blog, they have your blog name on them. So I'm going to show you how to do it with PowerPoint. I like to use PowerPoint because it's easy for me to manipulate the objects that I am putting in it. So I just choose a plain PowerPoint presentation, and then it automatically comes with a text box, which I don't want, so I'm going to delete those boxes. I'm showing you how to do this tutorial on a MacBook. It's very similar on a PC, just some of the wording's a little bit different, but the steps are going to be the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a picture. So I'm going to go to Photo Browser. On your PC, it's just Insert Picture. And then here's all my pictures that were last imported onto my iPhotos. So I'm going to drag my picture into the PowerPoint, and then I want to add a watermark on top of it. So I actually have watermarks made from my blog designer, Cassie. She made some for me to use that match my blog design. So I'm going to insert, and this time I'm going to put a picture from a file. And I have these saved under my desktop and a file under blog buttons. So she has made me a black watermark that I use over a white background. A white watermark, which you can't see, which I use over a dark background. A colored one, which I don't really ever use, but I could. And then I also have my blog button that you could use that as your watermark as well. So I'm going to use my white watermark. I'm going to insert that, and I'm going to put that over my dark background and then resize it so that it's not so large. And then when I save my picture, I always want to save the background first and then click on the foreground. If I do it the opposite way, then the watermark gets saved behind the picture and then you can't see it, so there's not really a point in having it. So make sure that when you save it, you're clicking back to front. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to save it as a picture, and you can title it whatever you want. And then I always save it under the desktop just because it's easiest for me to find, and then you can move it or delete it after you load it. So then I save, and then when I insert it into my blog post, it already has my watermark on it. Another thing you can do if you don't have a watermark or a blog button, you can insert a text box. So my favorite thing about my MacBook is the double click and the text box automatically comes up. So cool. So I'm going to type in my blog name, then I'm going to change the font, and I'm going to use my own personal KG font because I love it. And then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to change the text to white so that you can see it over the dark. So you can do it like that too. Some of you may have seen also the little transparent box behind the blog name. So you can insert that as well. You're just going to go up to Shape and then insert a square and make it a rectangle shape. And then you want to change the color of it, change the fill to white, and then I always do no line. And then you're going to change the transparency. So the more transparent it is, the more see-through it is. So I do about half transparent. And then I'm going to actually right-click on it, and I'm going to change it, send it backwards so it's behind my text. And then I can manipulate my text, make it a little bit bigger, center it over to the side. And then when I'm saving this image, I have to save the picture, the shape, then the text, and then right click, save as picture, and then title it. Again, save it under your desktop so you can find it easy, and then you can upload it onto your blog. So it looks like that. Hopefully that was helpful, and I will be back soon with another tutorial. Thanks!